I might have to pull this off. All right, greetings. Yes. Okay, are we there? All right. We are there. Greetings. As you come in, let me know that you have come in and where you're tuning or watching me from. I'd like to give you a proper greeting for those of you that, it's getting on my nerve. I might take it off. For those of you that are coming in and don't mind, the folks knowing that you're coming in. Some of y'all, I'm a private, I'm a private uh, enjoyment for you, and others don't. Others don't. They y'all bold and don't mind. So greetings to you, to you all that are coming in. Okay, we got Quanitha Richards. She is in Indianapolis, but she is from Houston, Texas. Greetings, Renee Everett. I'm not sure where she's from, but greetings to you. Thank you for coming in. John Davis, greetings. You all, come on, we're going to get these numbers up. We got a lot to talk about on tonight. Probably a more serious conversation we'll probably be having on this evening. Debbie Greer is tuning in from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, home of the 82nd Airborne Division. All right, well, greetings to you, and thank you for a little bit of that history. Kimberly Smith, greetings from is that East Point, Michigan, I believe is how you pronounce that. At first I thought she was getting ready to say she was from Ypsilanti. All right, John Davis is from Hampton, Virginia. Greetings to you, my brother. Who else is coming in? Let's get these numbers up as you come in. Oh, there is my dear. I just love her. Edwina Sims from Dallas, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Just love her and appreciate Edwina. Got a chance to meet her in person while at the Kojic Leadership Conference, and we just had a time and fellowshipped together and just enjoyed each other's company in person, and I was just grateful to have met her. My friend, my buddy is on, Christopher St. James from the dreadful Fresno, California. It ain't nothing there. The air, it ain't even almost air to breathe. I think everybody have to walk around in Fresno with an oxygen tank, because it's just like it's so desolate and desert. Like, okay, Cassandra Michelle Evans Grant. Yes, Cassandra. Let me say her name again. Cassandra Michelle Evans Grant. She is from, what is that? Waka. Y'all, oh, wait a minute. Y'all coming up with some places. What is that? Waxahachie, Texas? 30 minutes up. But we just gonna say we gonna just say you honorary Dallas, because I don't know how to say where you from. Okay, Sharon Ashley is from Boston, Massachusetts. Greetings to you. Oh my gosh, it was a really good restaurant in Boston, and they used to give you an iPad for your menu. Greetings, Sylvia Gandy is from Alabama. All right. Well, she's a first time visitor. Thank you, Sylvia, for your first time coming in. Want you to like my page and click the notification so that you can know when I am live. I hope you like good tea, good gossip, good information, and a little bit of hell raising too. Okay, Rhonda Cable, West, Whack. I listen. Now you know I know how to read. But I mean, y'all coming up. Y'all got to be making up some of these places. Okay, John Davis, greetings from, oh my gosh, Robert Hall. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think. John Davis. I got to click on your profile. There he is. There's the maestro himself, Mr. LD Mackey. Greetings. He is from Dallas, Texas. What's going on, my brother? So as y'all come in, share on your page. Okay, we got Redick Smith is from Evanston, Illinois. We have Grand Prairie, Texas, but I'm watching you from Bali, Indonesia. All right, thank you for my international viewer. Yes. Kelly Dunley is from Charlotte, North Carolina. Greetings, Javon Lito Johnson. Greetings, my brother from Long Island, New York. Tab Gamble. Greetings. We got some of these good old Dallas folks up in here. Tracy Glenn, greetings to you. She didn't tell me where she was tuning in from. All right, thank y'all for sharing. We have Tab that has shared, and the rest of you, we would love for you to share on your page. Let your folks know that I am on. Oh, Edwina is an educator, so she is saying Wakahatchee is the pronunciation. See, I love the way, I just thank y'all for my people, that she spelled it out. Mother spelled it out for me phonetically. All right. Thank you for Phonics. I appreciate it. Okay, Tracy Glenn is from Houston, Texas. Greetings to you. And y'all just had like a hurricane or tornado or something I was seeing on the news. All right, come on, y'all, keep on coming in. Gloria is from Cedar Hill, Texas. I tell you, I got a lot of fans and people that love me from Texas. And y'all don't know good folks from Texas. Oh, thank you, KT Hinder. Thank you. Is Tab. Okay, Tab says that was in Houston. I knew it was something in Texas somewhere, that it was some kind of situation, storm-wise, weather-wise, there in Texas. All right, so you all keep coming in, and we're gonna dig in this Friday. Has been a challenge this Friday evening. Okay, Margaret is from Miami, Florida. Okay, all right. Southern Florida is in the house. Greetings to you, and thank you for tuning in. Share the live and click, share the live, like the page, and click the bell so that you'll get the notifications of every time that I post and every time that I go live. All right? Is that all right? Okay, come on. Keep coming on. Keep coming on. Keep coming on. I don't want this to slow down. We're not gonna slow down on tonight. I want always at least 100 to 200 new people on each live. All right, I want new people finding out about me, new people liking the page. I watch my numbers very, very, very closely. KT, now you know I'm from Oakland, and so I loved Ed and Walter, and y'all can, and I love hair, and I like men with hair like they sent me this picture of what's his name back in the group, I think Switch or Twitch or something like that, and he had a flip, and they sent me that picture. Listen, let me tell you, they spliced my picture side by side, and I'm telling you, that was, I don't know if they was trying to be funny or if they was complimenting me, but let me tell you, that was one of the biggest compliments I could have got. I love that whole Superfly. I love that whole 70s era when they was wearing the perms and rolling their hair. I don't know why Snoop decided to get those nappy dreadlocks. I like Snoop. And I'm going to tell you who else I love that had hair. That DJ Quick. DJ Quick had hair. And it was consistently and constantly done and in place. Hey, mine is leaving a little bit to be desired on tonight, but hey, there we have it. All right, we getting a little increase. Yes, switch. Yes. You remember that group, and they all had hair, but I love Walter and Ed. And Walter was I think his hair was a little bit better than Edward's, because Walter's hair was longer and it was fuller than Ed's. Ed's was not as thick and as full as his brother Walter's. So anyway, and y'all know you can't talk about gospel music without talking about the Walter and Edwin Hawkins. All right, y'all, keep coming in. Have a lot to discuss. How are y'all feeling? How are and who all watched the video? Who all watched the video tonight? I think it was released at about 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The Memphis Police released the body cam footage. Do I remember Willie Smalls? Not offhand. No, I don't. Not offhand. Okay, Chris says that it was horrible. Quinethia, I did. It was absolutely horrible. Okay, so people, I want to get your reactions. Because I really want to discuss this on tonight. Okay, one says quality star. I believe, says it was devastating to watch. Marie says I can't watch all of it. I understand. Tab Gamble says I have not yet I have not let me go watch it real quick. I watched Need to Decompress. Okay, LD says that's all they showing on CNN over and over. Okay, Kimberly Smith says indespicable. It looks like that's what she says. Okay, Kelly Dunley says I can't watch it. Okay, Quinethia Richards says rumor on the internet is that he and one of the police officers were dating the same woman, which seems like that may have been a motive. Okay, it's gone. It's gone away. Okay, says it's an hour. It's an hour long. Well, it's broken down, I think, into like 4 frames. It's broken down sort of like into 4 segments. John Davis said, I saw it. I am a cop, been in those situations before. I am pissed. Okay, John, may want you to, if you don't mind, would like for you to join the live, so that we can discuss this from your perspective as law enforcement, because it okay, well, I want to get some more of you all's feedback before I start jumping in. I want to get some more of you all's feedback before I start, because you all know my commentary is always real potent and to the point, and I stand firm on my convictions, and I don't really back down. So let's get some more. Who all watched the video? Who's on that watched this brother brutally murdered by the... Okay, are we there? Okay, y'all let me know. Let me know. We just had, I think someone just tried to call me. So let me know if you see me, and I'm back. Can you see me? Let me know that you can see me and hear me. Okay, Tracy Glenn says I haven't seen it. However, my 27-year-old son has. Okay, your son watched it. How? What was his reaction? Or what did he tell you his thoughts and his reaction was to it? Okay, let's see here. Okay. I'm trying to look at some of my inbox messages. Okay, Renee says she can see and hear me. Ewan says I'm watching out for those in ignorant, disgusting males. Compare notes on how they be. Okay. um. Okay, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to inbox. Um. Okay. Um. I was trying to inbox this officer, this Atlanta police officer that did that did a live on today about the video and about the situation, and it's really pertinent to us right now in Atlanta because we are we are okay, so the Atlanta, I guess as I understand it, the Atlanta Police Foundation has put in some millions of dollars into a new or what will be built a new training sort of facility. And with people's feelings about law enforcement and the police, it has sparked quite a bit of protests in like the downtown area of Atlanta. You have people that are protesting, and the protest is getting rather heated. The governor has declared our state, or especially the city, under a state of emergency until February the 9th. And the National Guard they haven't been deployed yet, but they are on hand. They are on hand to come out and to regulate. For the first time, y'all know I was covering and actively participated on a daily basis with the protest for George Floyd, and then also coming on the heels of George Floyd, we protested the murder of Rayshard Brooks. I'm sorry, you all. I'm just trying to get someone. I was trying to get somebody that was a police officer on. Now. Okay, so that was one of the Dr. Pepper in that cup. Come on now, you already know me. You already know. No. know me. Wait a minute, let me see here. I think they're trying to okay. All right, can y'all see me? All right, Beverly Drew Smith. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let me just go on and I don't know if I can get them or not. If I can find, if not, fine. Um, this this was challenging and very very difficult, and um, uh, I it would have been easier. It would have been easier and less painful to watch if we could have blamed this on racism. Like if those had been white officers that jumped and and killed him, um, it's difficult to say. It would have it would have been a little. George Floyd, the officers were white. Rayshard Brooks, the officers were white. Freddie Gray and so many of these other situations with police brutality, they have been white officers killing, beating, um, taking the life, mistreating generally somebody of color. This is challenging because they were black officers. They were black officers beating jumped and beat this guy to death. Like it didn't even make sense for that many of them to have attacked him. It was not even necessary for, and then the part that is so the part that is so, you know, horrifying, to have been able to, with that level of violence, for him to at one point have been able to break away from them and run and sort of get away from them, and then, you know, they pursue him or it is absolutely devastating. And it's worse. Like, I could take this. I could process this. I could deal with this uh, a little bit better if they had been white. If the issue of race was able to surface, if it was able to um, if it was able to come up, if it was uh, a sort of a scapegoat. I think we could have. I think we could. I could have, kind of processed this a little bit better. And I'm just trying to figure out why did they feel that they needed to do the most. Why did they have to beat him to death? And then why didn't, you know how when we watching on Twitter and you're watching even high school kids. Can we just go there for a second? Okay, so like when you see these videos of high school kids fighting and you really having it out or whatever, you know how at some point in the fight is generally when somebody say, okay, that's enough, break it up or whatever, or stop now, or at some point maybe it's a bystander, it's somebody that at some point says, okay, this is enough, let's stop now, and they'll help the person up, they'll kind of get them together. There was a clip just recently, I think, of the guy on the subway or something like that in New York, and he was folding up his paper, and he was, saying, dude, just go on, blah, blah, blah. And, he took his envelope and he folded it neatly, and he put it in his pocket, and then he got up and proceeded to whip the man. And, he punched him a good 5-6 times or whatever, and out of the guy's face, blood and water, went every which way. But then it was like it's a point where, okay, you say it's enough, and you stop. What? Just like the chief said, there was a blatant, totally disregard for life by these men. Like it was totally blatant, no value for. Because see, the thing that was so bad about the attack, even if he had survived, and it's unfortunate that he didn't, but even if he had survived, they whipped him to the point where it would have been some level of neurological uh, problems and difficulty for him. You know, like he would not have been able to survive a beating like that and have the same or normal quality of life. Even if, and it's unfortunate that he died, but if he didn't, you know, would he have been a vegetable? Would he, um, would he have been able to know his name? And okay, all right, y'all. I was trying to, just to explain to you, I was trying to get a officer on, or a person that works in law enforcement on the live, so we were texting, and so that's what I've been breaking off to do. This is difficult because this was a black man murdered by black police officers. I'm just gonna put it out there, and a lot of stuff is happening fast, and it's racism that we can see blatantly. Okay, they were immediately arrested. They were immediately fired from the police force. They have been indicted. The body cam footage has been like, are y'all checking it out? That everything with this is accelerated, and that's problematic for me on several places and levels. It's problematic for me that this black brother was beat to death by black officers, and at some point somebody should have had the presence of mind to say that this is enough. Somebody should have had the presence of mind to say, we are going too far. I disagree with you, John. John, I want you to come on. I totally disagree with that. I covered George Floyd. I covered Rashad Brooks. This is even faster. I don't know if you are on the Atlanta police force, but this is even faster from when the cops jumped on the Spelman and Morehouse student when the protester was going on, and they drove their car down that street that was supposed to have been blocked off, or that they wasn't supposed to drive down, and they flattened their tires. They flattened the tires, and they tased them, and all of that stuff. So that, and yeah, Chris Stewart and his firm came after them. But this is accelerated even, as I recall, this is faster than those instances. And not saying that it's not well deserved. Okay, it should be faster We have asked for transparency and immediate action. Okay, we've asked for transparency, we've asked for immediate action, but it happens when it's a minority. It happens when it's black. Now, this was never going to be a good time to release this footage. This was never going to be a right time to act on or respond to what these officers did. But I really believe that because the officers are black, that we are seeing 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 and it's happening very fast. Where, you know, I mean, if it wasn't for that girl that recorded the footage of Floyd, we probably never would have seen it. We have countless cases of things that have happened and we have not had the footage. And if we do get the footage, John, come on. Let's just be frank here. You have not seen it released this fast. Now, perhaps Memphis and the city officials of Memphis is doing that. Okay, let's go back to Rashard Brooks. Keisha Lance Bottoms was mayor. Erica Shields was the chief of police. Okay? Atlanta was right on the heels of George Floyd, and we were erupting. Our city was erupting, and we were moments from burning it down. You had people drive Mack trucks into Phipps Plaza. Okay, you Glass and CNN was being destroyed. I mean, it was the heightened level, and it was so violent and so visceral, and you had people that were mad and very, very angry, and you had a brother that was killed 5 miles from the King Center, and he was jumped on and kicked, and his body was they stood on him, on his body, and then they also waited before they got him medical attention and medical help. Okay? Even in those instances, sir, we have not seen, and I stand corrected if I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting if I'm wrong, but we have not seen it happen on this accelerated level. He was killed. They have been fired. They have been indicted. They have been arrested. I mean, come on. You have had white folks kill black people that were police, and they go on, what is it? They get a different assignment. They go on desk duty, and then it's determined. I mean, she acted on it, and I think that she did a lot of that the same way the city of Atlanta did, to try to, at some level, keep Memphis from burning down tonight. That's the only other way that I can describe it. I would like for you or somebody else, what are your thoughts? Let's discuss this. Let's chop this up and, discuss how we're feeling. the and how, I mean, it's just, I'm trying to think, is it ever really cool to be a police? And then what I'm trying to figure out is, this is the part that I don't understand. Like, who in the hell want to be a police? Like, I mean, I just can't help but say it. I mean, what's going on with you, and what kind of person are you that, we're taught to run from danger. We're taught to, uh, get, when we see danger, let's get out of the way. Let's, try to stay clear of it. Let's try to, protect ourselves, our family. Let's stay, clear of violence and danger. And so I'm just trying to figure out, what is the mindset of a person that, instead of wanting to be like basic people and run from that and get away from that, what is with the mindset and the mentality of a person that wants for a living to run to it? To be in the thick of it. Like, I don't even know what y'all's day-to-day, what your day-to-day situation is. You get in your cruiser and, you don't know what kind of call you're going to get. Are you going to get a call about some domestic violence? Some guy jumping on his girlfriend, or are you going to get a call about that? Are you going to get a call where, someone has robbed somebody or committed, some type of crime? I mean, in your 8-hour shift, you don't know what you're going to encounter. And I'm wondering, what is the mindset of someone that wants, and I know we've got to have, we've got to have law and order. We've got to, have, there's Mother Emma Howard Stewart. Greetings, my baby. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming on. Okay, John says, that only we are the only folks that ask that question. Shaking my head. The mindset is to help people. My brother, I think that the phrase you're looking for is thank you. I don't think that we're the only ones that ask that, John. And I don't want you, and I think that you're a Morehouse brother. So you're intelligent, you're more intelligent than that. We can and should be able to have intelligent debate without you taking it personal. I'm not singling you out. I am talking in a broad and general manner, and I'm asking a valid question. Who wants to put their life on the line? What is it is it the adrenaline rush that attracts you to this? Now, every human being that gets up and goes out and goes to work or uh, or whatever you do on a daily basis, we are all possibly, can be hurt, can be killed, something can happen to us. However, when you are a police, the likelihood and the probability of it is heightened. And so I think that that's a legitimate question. It's not a question to be rude or offensive to anybody else that is in law enforcement. It is to ask the question and to ascertain and understand what is the mentality behind someone. Okay, wait a minute, we're getting a text here. Y'all here. Okay. All right, I'm trying to see about a, a law enforcement person coming in. Okay, so John says everyone would put their life on the line for ones that we love. Officers do it for complete strangers. Again, the mentality is service. I am not defending the officers in Memphis. I wasn't saying that you were defending them. What I said was, and my question, and I think that the question that a lot of people that possibly have is what would make someone want to be an officer, and I think we as the general population, I think we see the negative. And see this. Let's deal with it. Okay, let's deal with it. Yeah, let's. A lot of the crime okay. So, can I say something that's going to be very controversial? A lot of the crimes committed by people of color is the results of socioeconomic disfranchisement and racism. A lot of especially black men, their lives are in the predicaments that they're in because of racism, and because of racism not allowing them to have some of the same opportunities that other people have. And if we cannot really accept and admit that, then we really have some problems. Yeah, you can say, oh yeah, you black, and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and do this. And yes, we do have some of our people that, have been able to pull through. They've been able to come through. They've been able to go to college. They've been able to, get good jobs. They've been able to be a part of W.E.B. Du Bois, the Talented 10. That they've been able to do that. But a good number and a very large majority, that's not their reality. That's not, do they still want to have nice things? Do they still want to some kind of way participate in that quality of life? Because we are capitalistic materialistic society. We're constantly all on TV, shoving stuff in your face. Things, material things, material things. This kind of car, this kind of house, this kind of clothes, material things. Most people, when you see them with these expensive bags and things of that sort, you know, a lot of them, they want them, but are they really within your means? And so as a result, people get caught up and sometimes do stuff that can land them in jail. And I'm just asking, you know, you say that the job is to serve, but you're doing a whole lot more than serving. You're arresting and locking people up and giving tickets and making folks' lives more challenging far more often than you're serving. On your given day, how many people do you pull over? How many people do you arrest? How many people do you lock up and send to Wright Street or DeKalb County or Clayton County or Gwinnett, any of these county jails, in comparison to getting a lost dog or lost cat out of a tree and back to the owner? How many times are you locking somebody up versus stopping and helping a pregnant mother give birth to their child on the side of the road? Y'all know y'all do stuff like that, but let's just be honest. Let's not create a false sense of reality and delusion. You are locking up and giving tickets and doing stuff that is making people that already have a challenging situation far more challenging. That's just the reality of it. Now, we can sit up and act like we Alice in Wonderland and like that's not the case, but that is. And so I think it's a legitimate and fair question. Who wants to do this kind of work for a living? Who wants to put that uniform on, that belt, that gun, that taser, that baton, and all of that stuff? Who really wants to do that? And I really want to know and have some kind of idea about the mentality of a person that wants to do that for a living. And I think that when these kind of situations happen, I think that those are fair and legitimate questions. Now, why is it I couldn't add you? Let's try it again. Okay, we're having this discussion. Okay, Adrian Blackwell says there's the business of police department rather than the service of helping. There you go. I think that is a legit and, very intelligent way of speaking to it and addressing it. I you know I hate that. Okay, let's see here. I hate that sometimes we take things personally, and instead of being able to have dialogue, and not fall out, and then the idea, and yeah, I think it's legit for black people to be able to ask that, because our lives are very different from our white counterparts. And depending upon the background and economic of your family, that has to do a great deal with your outlook and how you respond to police and those kind of situations. Okay, Chris, is it allowing you to come in? This, anyone else? The videos are so disturbing, and the way that they were kicking that guy in his face. You have had murderers. Let's see if that works. We have had murderers taken into custody and handled with more dignity, as if you can be handled in any kind of way, with dignity and be arrested at the same time. We have, just like the chief of police said, she said that when she got the reports, she said that it was not the reports and the information that she had obtained did not make sense with a routine traffic stop. It just did not. I mean, and then you think of so many other people. You know, you think of the boy that went into Emmanuel and shot and killed 9 people, and was apprehended. You think about the boy and his stepdad that was sniper shooting and killing people in DC. I mean, we just have countless situations and counters of people that that have done things, and this kind of situation has not happened. Okay, let's see what some of these comments are saying. Okay, and Antoine Blackwell says there is the bit. Okay, yes, we read that one. Let's see. John Davis says, brother, nothing personal. We use cyber dialogue on the steps of Robert. Yeah, we certainly did, and that's the one of the beauties of the house, that we were able and we were taught to do that. That just messed me up on the inside, Okay, what did, Danny? What part of it messed you up? Antoine Blackwell comes back and says it's also disturbing. It very much, it really is. Okay, John says he's got to leave. I appreciate you being on. Appreciate your contribution, and what you were able to bring to the discussion. I think all of us are troubled by this, and it is refreshing to even see someone or other people that are in law enforcement troubled by the actions of those officers, and it's no quick fix. It's no easy response to it. It's just not. It is not. And I want to know. Now I'm gonna get a little, preachery, a little spiritual. I believe that for lack of a better word, I believe for lack of okay, we're trying to add. I got people that are wanting to come on, and I'm not really sure why we can't get them on. I am trying to add you all. I want to go into this, and I want to say that COVID the pandemic and our being locked away in our homes our being removed and disconnected from people has destroyed certain elements of civilized life and behavior. It at one time, you if you were getting on the elevator, you hailed the elevator for your neighbor. Now you want to rush on the elevator. You want to hurry up and close the door. You don't want to interact. You want to be distant, and all of that kind of devaluing and lack of appreciation for other people and other people's lives is contributing to all of this violence, and that is heightened levels of crime all over the country. That is heightened levels of people doing things that are absolutely hideous and inhumane, even more so than what they were doing before. And I really believe that COVID is a great contributor to the results that we're seeing play out with people, and playing out with their lives, playing out with their behaviors, playing out with crimes that are being committed. And everything that was a problem before has been exacerbated. So if racism was a problem before, racism is taken up, to the 10th power. If economics was a problem, that's taken up to the 10th power. Everything is heightened. Everything has been increased. Everything has been made worse. Stuff that was already bad is even worse now. And I'm just, I just the idea. I mean, this man was brutally beat to death, and then to have to hear his mother and her make the statement, that she immediately knew, what parent, wants to have to go through seeing their child in that kind of state, in that kind of condition, their body brutally mutilated, just tortured, and and then have y'all been scared? Have y'all have the people that are listening to me, have you ever been in an encounter or in a situation where you were scared for your life? The thing that I think about him. I think about Ahmaud Arbery. I think about George Floyd. And the part that I think about is I even thought about this with Emmett Till. How scared to death you know, running for your life, scared out of your mind. That guy broke away from those police and was running for his life. Have you really had to run for your life and try to get to some kind of safety? And then the people that you're running from is I can't even imagine what that brother, what he was thinking, what he was feeling, the level of fear. I want to make it real for you. I want you to, you know, close your eyes and just go there and be in that moment. Be in those moments of being, you know, drug out of your car and scared to death. Being helpless, being in a state where you can't defend yourself. It's too many of them for you to be able to defend yourself. It's you know, to you know, I want you to feel it. Imagine how his heart was pounding. Imagine the level of adrenaline. Imagine, you know, the fear that had gripped his body, knowing that he was about to die. Okay, are you supposed to be your protection? Teresa Young says, "God help." I want us to process it. Yeah, we want to protest. You know, I am sick of this slave mentality of I forgive and yeah, right, okay, you forgive them. I want to get even. I want some retribution. Y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's worse because they're black. And they did that to their own. That makes it so much more painful. Yes. Yeah, I have some in stock. So, anyway, I wanted to I was thinking that it would be Friday and we would, come on and it would be, but these are sometimes the hard and reality, topics that we have to discuss and we have to take on. I wanted to talk about Jennifer Hudson and Common going together and, a lot of this other stuff that we gossip and talk about in the world of entertainment. But then we get to situations like this. And then it's just so much. They said that they released it, or they decided to release the body cam footage on a Friday night at 7 Eastern Standard Time, which would be 6 or was 6 in Memphis, because the idea was that kids would be home from school, and I still think Friday is a bad day because they everyone will be off tomorrow, able to take to the streets and respond. And then the flip side has got to be is are we going to respond to this in the same manner that we would if the officers had been white? Will we? Will that make a difference? This is so very painful and just absolutely shocking. And y'all, it makes you wonder that. I mean, what was Rodney King? What was that 90? What was that was 91, 92, 93 somewhere? I mean, and you still have this stuff in 2023. You have Ahmaud Arbery, taking a jog and getting killed. I mean, we're no better than this. Evidently, we're not. All right, y'all. Want to get into some of the other topics. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. Last night it worked fine. We were able to have people on. Tonight, it's cutting up and not allowing. I don't want to end and start again because we'll probably would lose a good number of our numbers. Okay, so what we can do is if you have things that you want to say, you can definitely inbox and put them in the comments. I really want to hear. From you all, and just sort of like an idea, like where does this have everybody, and how on tonight, how are you feeling? Are you gonna process this? Because the other part that bothers me is that the other part that bothers me is, this kind of stuff happens and it's some hype and it's, some talk and it's some level of frustration. Couple of weeks, maybe a month. And then we'll go back to business as usual. until the next incident, until the next situation. But we're not doing and implementing the things necessary so that these kind of things do not happen again. Black, white, blue, green, no matter, male, female, no matter what, we're not implementing the kind of things that are stopping or that will stop this kind of stuff. Some of this stuff shouldn't even be named among us. Some of this stuff should not even be a part of society and our makeup. We're immune to mass shootings. Like, that's just common, everyday behavior. They got shot. Oh, okay. Oh, they shot up the grocery store. Oh, okay. Oh, they shot up, we have become almost totally immune to mass shootings. We just, that's, we just have them. Oh, they shot 10 people. Oh, 10 people got shot and killed. 10 people got hurt. Oh, okay. We're gonna have a candlelight vigil. Kumbaya. A bunch of kids going to school. They crawling around, screaming for their lives, and they got killed. Oh, okay, so about a month, everybody raises hell. And then, okay, well, let's go on back to, reality, or let's go on back to our lives. We were in the grocery store, and they shot up and killed up a bunch of people, shopping in the grocery store. Okay. They was at the movies. Okay, let's see what some of the I recall you saying a couple of years ago that you don't like going to Memphis. I don't. I don't care for Memphis. Although Memphis is the home of the Church of God in Christ, and y'all know that I'm Kojic. I personally believe that there's a mentality and spirit in certain places, and there's sort of a different kind, whether it's the upper echelon or down to a fast food worker. It's to me, it's something strange about the mentality of people from Memphis. It's something different and something kind of off. And I do say that that's the place where Dr. King was killed. And it's just, it's like a bad omen. Maybe I'm being too deep, but I just feel that. And then it seems like it's a different kind of dumb there. Like it's just it's a different level of dumb mentality that just resides there. Just common everyday things and people and situations. It seems like there it's exacerbated. It seems like I like just simple um just simple things, checking in the hotel, you know I just don't know how to describe it, but it's it's just different. Maryland from the Orange Mound Grill died. Maryland Orange Mound Grill is over on Airways, and Maryland, I believe, had some type of seizure, or she had some kind of malady, and she passed. And so, you know, I I won't imitate her um, the way that I used to. Um, but yeah, that's unfortunate. They're still there. Mother's still there, still cooking, still got that good soul food. But Maryland passed over at Orange, and she used to say, yeah, you go. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But thank you, Tracy, for lightening the evening. All right, y'all. So all of us, we're gonna have to write. We're gonna have to protest. We're gonna have to post on our social media, and we're gonna have to deal with this and press through and hold them accountable and attempt to do better. But I stand by that this one is far more difficult because the officers was black. And then it was what, 6, 8? 8 of them on one man? 8? Did he just kill somebody? So Dale says, I'm cussing. I listen. Cussing, fussing, you know. And then that was one of the things, because when we were just there for convocation, the police were out in record numbers to protect us because the level of crime and the level of violence in Memphis. I mean, Brandon Porter robbed at his church. Couldn't even get to the leadership conference because they took his wallet over in the parking lot of his church. It's terrible. All right, y'all. So what y'all think about Common and Jennifer Hudson? And Common, he really, I mean, he spreads his love around these Hollywood girls. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's just like, okay, Common, What y'all think? Do you all think um okay, so do y'all think that Common figures out, like, he hasn't done an album in years? Do y'all think he hasn't done an album, he hasn't done a movie? So does he figure out a way? The last thing he did was that little book. But does he figure out a way to use his looks and his being charming to remain relevant and date other famous and high profile women? Like, I'm just wondering. I ain't trying to say, or I'm not saying that that's definite, but it definitely seems like it's a pattern. It definitely seems like it's a pattern. And so now, you know, Jennifer has this talk show. She's on TV every day. And, you know, and it's not hard if you're Common to come off as a nice guy, be charming, and, you know, land these successful women that need and want to be in a relationship. Okay, Darla says, anytime your city has a whole crime show dedicated to it, you in trouble. All right, Darla. Christopher St. James says he's the male Lori Harvey. Oh my gosh, Darla comes back and says Common is probably addicted to the newness of relationships, which is why he refuses to settle down. Interesting point. I'm wondering, is it that, or is it the questions behind his sexuality? Because, you know, in his book, he talked about that he had, you know, some male encounters. So is that possibly it? I don't know. I'm wondering, is he figuring out a way? And it may not necessarily be thought out. It may just be, you know, um, uh, coincidental. But it just seems that he continues to, because I'm trying to think who, you know, he dated Serena. Who else did he date? He dated Erykah Badu. Who else was he just recently involved with? So I'm just, you know, I'm just throwing it out there, just kind of wondering, is, you know, is dude really kind of dating, or are you figuring out an alternative? Tiffany, thank you so much. So he was recently, and that was probably like dating a boy. And, you know, she's just faded away in total insignificancy now. That you know, that they are, you know, no longer, or that she, you know, got questioned about those whole child molestation charges and allegations. And see, that's the thing that's so interesting, Chris. Now, y'all saying that Larry, you know, is not going to be affected by these questions and these allegations. But then you have people like Hadish, and then you have Ricky Martin. You have people that, you know, had allegations brought up against them that was found out not to be true, but they have still very seriously affected their lives and their careers. But then the flip side of it is that you have this man that's supposed to be a Pentecostal, sanctified, apostolic, preacher and prophet that everything about him is sleazebag, deplorable, sin, vile, molestation, pedophilia, all of these things that totally contradict what you're supposed to represent and stand for. And then you have a convicted prostitute, dope addict, tramp, trollop, hoe, lives in a trap house, does crack cocaine, and all of this, and is a known, open, raging homosexual, and they're supposed to be your mentee, and you have promoted them and have told people to go and subscribe to their page. Like what kind of what level of lie are you selling? You know, and then why is the church folks buying it? Like why are y'all drinking the Kool-Aid and making excuses for and especially Black Pentecostal people, y'all make excuses for folks that you like. Y'all like Leandria Johnson, and you excuse that she has had 5 children by 5 different men and not married. And that she's an admitted and known alcoholic, and that she goes live and she curses and behaves in all of these wild and bizarre ways. But y'all hate Kim Burrell for standing for holiness. Y'all hate Kim Burrell for taking a stance on what the Bible says. Like it's no even way that you can articulate that level of hypocrisy. Y'all hate Kim Burrell. I was so disappointed in the interview with Tamara that I didn't know what to do. Y'all, my Cash App is down there. My Zelle is down there. I need your love. I need your support. I need you to reach in. Darla. Let me thank Lynn for her Zelle today. And oh my gosh. Those of you that have gave on let me see, I think I can do it this way. Let me do it this way. Let me go to okay, I think I can do it this way. Covenant Partners. Okay, Vanessa Dixon, thank you. Polish Detail Cleaning, thank you. Antoine Blackwell, thank you. Elaine Presley, thank you. Covenant Partners, thank you. Jared Gerard, thank you. And let me see who else. John Ritter, Winters. And Megan Wilson. Thank you all for your love and support. I appreciate you. And so those of you to definitely show and show your love and support um, uh, with with me on tonight. Um, please, please, please. Oh, Jared is here from the District of Columbia. Adrian from San Antonio, Texas. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone share the live. So, what was I saying? So I'm wondering, does he really figure out a way to keep his name out there? And, you know, okay, so we were talking about Common, and then I went from Common to Tiffany Hadish, and then the allegation about Tiffany, and now with this whole situation with Larry. So I'm just trying to figure out is if you are a blogger and a whistleblower, and you call out people and you report on people and their behavior, and then you're found out that your behavior is just as bad, if not worse, than the people that you reported on. I told y'all in 2019, I said this man was a sleaze bag and that he was taking payoffs to go silent on stories. And then what he was doing, he still had this little music or supposedly music production company and website. So what he would do is he would lie and create these contracts that he was supposedly doing production, he was supposedly doing marketing, he was supposedly doing PR under his music umbrella. But that was just a way to cover for the extortion. But then the whole time, he was running around telling paying other bloggers to talk about that I was an extortionist. No, you were. You got paid from E. Dewey Smith. You got paid from Keon Henderson. You got paid from Matthew Stevenson. Who else gave him? Who else gave him some money? Keon, Matthew Stevenson. Oh gosh, it was one other. And then y'all remember, Victor Cousins. You remember that whole debacle with that whore, and Victor did not want to tell the truth and tell that the girl Adrian was a whore and really a prostitute and somebody that, or escort or whatever, and she was somebody that he was paying, so because he was single and he was paying her to, screw and have a little, male-female companionship, and they ran with and went with that story, knowing that that girl, she never was in a relationship. He never committed or promised her to marry him or any of that. She was strictly a call order chick. And Larry went with that story, and they practically emptied out Victor Cousins' church until the point where Victor came off of some money. So all of this all of this you all have known, and I told you, I told you, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, how long are y'all gonna still keep drinking this man's Kool-Aid? You know, at what point are you gonna say, look, you have no credit? He lied for years and said he was not gay. And that's a goddamn lie. That is a goddamn, and I'm not a cursor, but that is a goddamn lie that Larry was not gay. And it's a goddamn lie that he's supposed to be bisexual and equally like women as much as he liked men. That's a damn lie. He likes men and children a whole lot more than he ever liked women. And you know that's the truth, because then he was married to a trans, and then of all people that the woman that's supposed to be anatomically and biologically a woman, she's a damn lesbian. She got the spirit of a man. It's a goddamn lie. He's a faggot. Likes boys and toys. Y'all want to sit up and subscribe to him and acquiesce. Running some zoo of a house with all of these strange people and spirits, and acting like he a puppet master and running some kind of cult, and all of them living under the same roof and doing only God knows what. And you want to sit on his live and watch him while he sits up and talks with some witch and warlock and collect money. The devil is a lie, and I hope that he brings it down. I told y'all, I said, and I don't claim to be a prophet, but when I know something, it comes to pass. And I told y'all, I said, mark my words. I said, it's coming. And it has come. And it is going to continue. It's going to continue. See, you can get by, but you can't get away. And the thing about it is, if the book that y'all read, because y'all supposed to be Christians, and you're supposed to read the Bible, and you're supposed to believe what the Bible says, if what you believe in that book be true, the Bible says that heaven and earth will pass away, but his word cannot return void. So either the devil wins and evil wins, or goodness and God and light and truth are going to prevail. And if it's not, then woe be unto us. Oh, well, I know y'all don't like this kind of teaching. It's tight, but it's right. It ain't no in between, and it ain't no excuses that can be made. And I will continue to lift up my voice like a trumpet in Zion, and I will cry loud and spare not, as long as there's breath in my body. And when they drop me and put me in that mausoleum with the McCrae family, My work and my words will long live on past me. And it's nothing that I've ever said. That's why people that he tried to infiltrate me. He called me and lied and was helping, trying to make it seem like he was negotiating something between me and Ernest Pugh and his manager. And what he was really doing was behind the scenes attempting to get me shut down and help Ernest Pugh. And that and Ernest is a known faggot and a known homosexual, and was one in D.C. and now in Houston, and now he's married to that same man that tried to get my site shut down, and he was lying then. And then when they did it, then he called. And it's so amazing how God is bringing it to me. Then he called and said, well, the only person that I know that can help you out and help do this is that cokehead Vincent Terrell Hill. Yeah, he's a pineapple juice drinker. And the boy said it. The boy said that he wanted him to pay him to ejaculate on his face. You can't get no more of a pineapple juice drinker than that. And y'all want to sit up and watch that bald-headed, foul, demonic spirit faggot and listen to his commentary. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. The wages of sin is yet death and disgusting. I don't care how many Rolls Royces and rented houses and Airbnbs. There's a way. The Bible said, that's why I know you folks don't believe a damn thing that you say and that you're supposed to stand for, because that same book that you read, it says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world? Y'all so caught up into material. Y'all so caught up in and they TD jackass Jakes and all of these folks with that 2000, that 90s, and that early 2000, that prosperity gospel that told you this lie. They told you a lie, and you all bought the Kool-Aid. You believed the lie. And what they told you and what they sold you was that your relationship with God was equatable to your material things. Your relationship with God was equal to your bank account. Your relationship with God was equal and displayed based upon what kind of car you drove. Your relationship with God was displayed based upon how big of a house and material things that you had. And that was the biggest lie, because when the economy tanked and the housing market, which sustains our economy, when that tanked and when people were losing their houses left and right and getting foreclosed on, then you had to come up with some other kind of lie. Is your relationship? Mother Elsie Shaw could pray, and and she could prophesy. She prophesied in Memphis about 9/11, years before it happened. She said, I see planes slamming into skyscrapers. She said, I see fire coming up out of the Hudson River. And it happened. And I think she had a little 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom house in Ohio and had more power. And y'all got these folks got big old mansions and houses and can't pray a headache away. Can't pray and speak to death and tell cancer to come out. Can't do nothing. You can't do nothing because you laying up, crawling and licking between in somebody's ass and sucking on their body and licking on, instead of being down on your knees, praying and crying out to God. You down on your knees doing any and every kind of ungodly thing like the folks in the world. Sitting up with a full-fledged faggot and dope addict and prostitute with a rap sheet a mile long, and you supposed to be a sanctified preacher. The Bible says there's supposed to be a difference between clean and unclean. Lightness and light and dark have no fellowship. When it's dark outside and when you turn the lights on, dark got to go. Y'all don't like this kind of teaching. You don't like nobody telling you the truth. How somebody supposed to be sanctified, gonna sanction somebody that and that's a witch and go on Facebook and talk about reading tarot cards. We don't deal in sorcery. Well, this has been Friday Night Live. For none other than yours truly, Sir William G. McCray III. My Cash App is down on the bottom of the screen, and would love for you to send and sow your seed and show your support. If you can support any of these faggots, tramps, trollops, and hoes, then you can support me. If you can support liars and backbiters and surplanters and evil, then you can support me. All right, so I would like for you to send your Cash App donation, or you can use Zelle, and then I'm gonna also get these other modes of support. I gotta make sure that PayPal and Vimo or Vino or something like that. I got to make sure that I have all of those. I don't want to leave no possibilities on the table. So we're gonna do everything that and those of you that I already called out and said that support me, I appreciate you and love you so very much, and want you to continue to support. And then I want some of you that watch, and some of y'all that watch faithfully and you have never sent anything. You watch faithfully, you say you love me and that you're a huge fan and all of that, and you don't support. So hopefully the Lord will touch your heart and you will change. So I'm not gonna stop. I'm praying that God, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they're mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. Let me tell you, y'all don't believe God. Y'all don't believe God. David slew Goliath. Gideon. Oh, y'all don't believe it. See, y'all don't believe the word. All we got to do is sit back and watch. Watch God and his hand do. Watch him move. Watch how they turn on each other. Let them keep on applying pressure. Even Jesus had a person betray him by the name of Judas. And y'all gonna put so much confidence and so much power in somebody named Larry that you don't think somebody in his inner circle, after so long and so much pressure is applied, you don't think that one of them is gonna eventually betray him and really come forward and tell the truth and the detail. Oh, you watch it. Oh, you watch. Just keep on looking. Keep on waking up in the morning and saying good morning. Keep on looking at your social media and watch it. Watch it come crumbling down. Watch. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. That man infiltrated me and tried to destroy and had me. I paid that coke, that snorting coke head Vincent Terrell. I paid him to do the site. And then he tried to shut it down. And then when I got somebody else, then he lied and didn't even want to turn over the files to him. Oh, but there's a how about Shundo? Oh, but I thank God. Oh, the wages. Oh, it's gonna yet be a price. It's gonna yet be a price, a vicious price to pay. All right, y'all. It's 1 o'clock on Saturday morning. It is time to get off of here. It is time to go down from this place. I thank everybody for coming on. I hate that we were not able to get some of you all that had comments to come on. I just don't know. I don't know what was going on with that on tonight. I was trying to see if I could add somebody. Oh, I didn't talk about Nancy Pelosi's husband. Some of and that body cam footage has finally been released. That whole thing is so bizarre. It almost seems as if that man was her husband's lover. It almost seems like it was something personal and some of the kind of situation going on, because pretty much Nancy and her husband are, they are, just married in name only. And she lives in Napa, and I think he lives at the house on Nob Hill in San Francisco. So, but anyway, you all, I want to thank y'all for coming on. Please share my live on your page. Tell your friends to like my page and to click the bell. So click the bell so that you'll get the notifications of the times that I am on and that I post and that I go live. All right. So I will see y'all. We're going to take tomorrow night off. That Saturday night. We're going to take tomorrow night off, and then, I started on Sunday nights. That's my most popular night. And so we'll be back on with Sunday Night Live with Sir William on Sunday, and then every day from there. So I appreciate y'all so much, and ask that you show your love and your support via Cash App and via Zelle. All right. Hopefully everybody has a good Saturday. Let's oh wow, we got to talk about the playoffs. Yes. Um, let's be, just kind of in prayer with all of this stuff that's going on and all of this unrest in the country and things that that are transpiring and going on. We really need the Lord to cover us. We need God to really keep us and be our butler and our shield, and protect us and keep us from hurt, harm, and danger. Simple things can spiral out of control. Just going to the grocery store, just going about our regular things about life can, just your normal activity can, spiral into something and be dangerous and be a problem, and a problem that you wasn't even expecting. Just going to the grocery store and you can get shot and die. It never was doing anything wrong. It's just it's just that sort of day and time. So we need to be we need our loins girded up and really be in prayer, that God keeps us and keeps your family and your loved ones, because it's just a lot. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here again. Cash App $ Sir William G. McCray, I, and Zelle William G. McCray, I at gmail.com. Love you and appreciate your support so much. See you Sunday.